Hey, good morning, y'all. Y'all know I never go live. How y'all doing? Where y'all at? What y'all up to? I think my camera dirty as. Let's see. That shit look dirty. Um, I never go live. I need to go live more often. So I'm in a good mood today. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll go live today. My hair combed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I want to know, how are y'all doing? Spirit gave me a word for y'all, so I'm getting ready to share it today. But I'm gonna go live on Instagram too, so y'all gonna have to give me a second. But come chop it up with me. How y'all doing? I want to know how y'all doing. There's a lot of shit going on. Half of the country is frozen under ice. We're still in a pandemic, and we are losing people. We're losing family members. Well, good thing Vanessa called before I went live. Hold on, y'all. Who watching me and ain't commenting? Say hi. Hello. What up? So I just talked to my brother's girlfriend, and she was telling me that one of her friends that got the kids with the PPP, that they want you to have your business account open for 6 months. No, that's not true. Okay. People are opening accounts for this very purpose. So, yeah. So I just opened it yesterday, but they want it's a long story. I'm gonna try to finish it the other day. Okay. Mark opened it yesterday. But she ain't. I think I'm gonna try to put on my account. But it ain't all gonna take it no. Right. That's right. You can do it as a sole proprietorship. Yeah. Or do it for Mark. I said do it for Mark. Okay, yeah. Do it that way then. No, ma'am. You can't use your name at all. Yeah. All right. Well, call me back when you're ready. All right. Bye. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. I needed to take that call because I knew she had some questions. And for those of y'all who don't know me, that's what my day is like. I get phone calls all day long about business advice. Some people I charge, some people I don't. It is what it is. But it's time to chop it up. I'm going live on Instagram on my business page because I got a message to share with y'all. We are going through a lot of shit. And I need y'all to be able to deal with the shit. I don't got no comments. Where y'all at? Say hi. Say good morning. Don't just be watching me trying to see what I'm doing and trying to look up in my house. What y'all got going on today? Who at work? What y'all doing? Where y'all at? Where is the comments? Let me see. Let me look on Facebook before I go live to see who watching me. What y'all got going on? So, today I'm just getting ready to work while I'm on live. I'm getting ready to pack some orders, but I'm going to share some information with y'all too. Hey, cuz. See, there we go. I needed somebody to come in here and talk to me. I hate talking to myself, y'all. I ain't like everybody else. I don't want to go live and ain't nobody watching and ain't nobody talking to me. I can't get with it. I don't know. I could be weird, but I just can't get with it at all. Y'all, I don't know what's wrong with my Instagram, but it ain't working. Cuz, how are you doing? I voted for you yesterday. I'm going to go back in and vote for you today. Matter of fact, post your link, cuz people going to be coming on my live being nosy. Trying to see what I'm talking about, what I got going on, what's going on in my house. So, girl, this hair is gone, cuz. Like, it ain't. But look, let me tell y'all, that edge control. Do y'all see this shit? It's gonna be like this for like 4 days. I don't know what the fuck kind of edge control Nikki used, but that shit is bomb, okay? Them edges is not moving for days. I promise you that. Hey, CC girl. CC girl. Um, this office needs your attention, okay? I just need you to know. So Friday after your doctor's appointment, boo, I'm gonna need some of your time. Cousin, post your link so we can vote for you. Y'all, my cousin is in a chef contest. I want y'all to vote for her. If you so happen to be watching this live or you check out the replay, make sure y'all click on the link that she gonna post in here and vote for my cousin so she can win this contest, okay? Getting ready to go live on Instagram. Just trying to make sure this shit look right. I got a new look too. Before I go live, let me show y'all. This damn gimbal is so convenient, okay? And basically the gimbal, it does not require no software. As you can see, it's a phone stand for your desk, but that thing has a camera on it itself. And so if I was walking around the room, because I plan to like make candles and do all type of stuff while I'm live, so that y'all can watch me at some point when CC get my office cleaned up and I keep it clean. But this thing is the bomb and it follows you around. That's what the camera is for. It doesn't require any software or anything like that. You just put your phone in a holster and turn it on. And if you're walking around a room and you want the camera to follow you, it will do that. So just a little techie tip for my entrepreneurs that might check in today. I got 6 people watching and only 2 people said hi. What's up, y'all? Good morning. How are you guys feeling? How are you doing? You know what, cousin? I don't have an affiliate link for that. I need to work on that. CC, we need to work on affiliate links, okay? We need to get some affiliate money. But I will send you the link anyway, cousin, because you definitely need it. Like, this would be perfect for you to sit on the counter while you're moving about the kitchen. And it will just follow you around. So that would be perfect. Hey, Simone, girl. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Y'all, I feel so much better. I'm talking. I can open my mouth. Like, I just really feel good. So I felt like, let me go live. I don't think Instagram did it right, though. But I just wanted to come in here and chop it up with you guys. Like, as of late, I've been getting a lot of phone calls. And I'm not a big phone person. Like, I get phone calls like the one that I just got where I handle business and I get right off the phone. So I don't do a whole lot of talking on the phone to my friends. And it's kind of bad, y'all. I love my friends, but I'm just not a big like gossiper and phone person. But if you need me, you can call me and I will answer. And so in this season, thanks, Simone. I'm glad to see you too. Thank you for joining us. In this season, I answer my phone a whole lot more, y'all. I am still real busy, but working the Regal Phoenix allows me to answer the phone. When I was doing real estate, working with clients, training agents, I ain't got time to answer the phone. I'm out showing property or I'm actually in a house with a client, so I can't talk to you on the phone. I can't chop it up with you. I'm driving all day long. So this is really a different life for me, and I'm still trying to get used to it, adjust to it, adjust to being free, because that's really what it is. Adjust to being free and trying to actually balance. Oh, I didn't know we could do that, cousin. I'm going to pin it right now. I pinned your comment. And just trying to balance life, y'all. And so, with balancing life comes stress and chaos, but we are figuring it out. And so, I figured that, well, not I figured that, I've gotten a whole lot of phone calls from people that are really just trying to also adjust and figure out life, but they're not doing a good job at managing the stresses that come with it. So I want to talk to y'all this morning about stress and grief, and stuff like that. You know, it's hump day. It's like one of those days of the week that we're almost there. We almost to the weekend, but a lot of us have been stuck in the house. So some of us don't even know what day of the week it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, we've been experiencing a lot of death, y'all. We dealing with grief. We got a lot going on. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that this morning. I want to talk about your vibes, raising your vibrations, feeling better, taking care of yourself, all of the above. That is what I wanted to go live and talk to you guys about. And if you have questions or you want to share something, make sure that you post it in the comments. I'm watching, I'm looking. I'm also live on Instagram if you hop off of Facebook. Um, and you know, we're just chopping it up. And I'm gonna actually keep my live going once I'm done talking, because I'm gonna be in here working and packing orders. And my coaches keep saying that that's what people want to see. So we're gonna see today if that's what people really want to see. If they want to watch me work and talk to my kids and chop it up. But I really do want to know how y'all doing. I have a few people post some comments and tell me that they were doing good. I love to see it. I'm proud of y'all. I got a lot of friends that's doing the damn things that I don't talk to often enough. So I just want to say I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of you guys. Y'all are out here doing the damn things. Y'all out here getting to the money. Y'all out here getting to the happiness. And so first things first, when we're talking about stress and happiness, some of that shit that y'all dealing with is a choice. Y'all are choosing stress. Y'all are choosing misery. Y'all are choosing unhappiness. And so I'm going to give y'all some easy ways to deal with some of this shit that y'all dealing with, okay? First things first, cut people off. Y'all know I'm the cutoff queen, right? But a lot of these stresses that y'all dealing with, a lot of this chaos that you are dealing with does not belong to you. It belongs to the people around you. And because you guys are connected to these people through trauma bonds. Hey, Jackie, you're not late. I'm actually just getting started. I just been in here kicking shit for real. So stay. But a lot of the stresses that you guys are dealing with and a lot of the chaos that you encounter is because you're attached to people that you shouldn't be attached to. And even if it's just one person on here that get this message, that's who it's for. So this message might not be for you, or it might be for you, but it's for somebody. So it's some people in your life that it's time to let go in 2021. Real talk, you probably should have let them go in 2020. Right? But you didn't. And so now they've brought chaos into your new year, into your 2021. And so I know you guys are expecting 2021 to be better than 2020, but it's just not. It's not going to happen. If you really think about history and you know how the world works, things get worse before it get better. So we're going to see a lot more chaos. And I spoke about this on another live and another interview that, you know, in 2021, we're going to experience a lot more chaos, a lot more natural disasters, and how we deal with these things and how we interact with these energies will determine how we come out on the other side. And so y'all acting like y'all didn't know this winter shit was coming. Listen to me. That's all I can say. Listen to me. I can't tell y'all what my gift is or why I have it, but I got one and I share it freely. And so that's another choice that you have. You can either listen to the messages that I give you or you cannot. It's up to you. But I can tell you that there are people whose lives that I've changed and didn't even know it. Didn't even know that I was helping people. Didn't even know that I was changing lives. So first things first, we need to cut some people off in 2021 that you needed to cut off in 2020. They got to go. They are bringing chaos into your life. Their energy is dusty. That's my favorite word. Take your dusty ass energy somewhere else. So, you know, if you have people in your life that you know are iffy, right? If you know they have dusty energy, but you're overlooking that energy or you're overlooking those characteristics in those people. Hey, Camille, I didn't even see you in there. Good morning, friend. You gotta let them people go, y'all. We cannot be overlooking people. I know we've been taught to overlook people We've been taught to overlook our family members and they bad behaviors and they fucked up attitudes and they character flaws. But that's not what we supposed to do. We're not supposed to overlook that shit. When people show us who they are and they show us their true characteristics, we are supposed to make a decision. And a lot of you guys are making the decision to keep these people around you in your lives. You're exchanging energy with these people every time you're with them. So if you got a friend, a cousin, or whatever, that when you ain't with them, you talking shit about them, or you turning your nose up, when you're around them, you shouldn't be exchanging energy with them. You shouldn't be kikiing and ha-haing with them. That's some phony shit, first of all. First and foremost, cousin or not. That shit fake as hell. Second of all, you're exchanging energy with this person, right? But more times than not, the people with the dusty energy, the people with the bad energy, they're draining you of your good energy. And you're absorbing their negative energy. So when you interact with people or you're around people with bad energy, you'll notice that your mood changes or your attitude changes, or you revert back to a bad habit that you might have healed or gotten away from because you mixed up with these people that still have those energies, habits, situations, whatever the case may be. And so I said all of that to say, guys, when people talk about levels and shit, that shit is real. And when you level up, sometimes your friends gotta go because they still down here and you up here. Why in the fuck would you want to meddle with some dusty energy when you done leveled up? You done raised your frequency. You done raised your vibration up here, but all your friends and family members and colleagues and the people that you hold on to, they down here and you up here. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't some people that you can bring up to your level. That doesn't mean that there aren't people that you can bring up to your wavelength and share your frequency with, even though they down here with that dusty energy, right? But you have to tap into your intuition and choose the right people. A lot of times we choose the wrong people. And so, and we not tapped into our intuition for real. This society has taught us not to trust our gut. And so I tell all my friends, right? So when they tell me about these situations, so when that situation happened to you, did you feel something weird in your stomach? That was the ancestors gut punching your ass. That was your warning. Y'all got to listen to that. Stop trying to overpower your gut feelings with your brain. You do not control this motherfucker. You have no control over your brain. I know y'all think y'all do, but you have no control over your brain. Your brain processes a billion thoughts without you even knowing it, unconsciously. And so part of tapping into your intuition and part of tapping into your spirituality is slowing your brain down enough so that you can tap into your intuition. Slowing your brain down enough so that you can listen to the messages from spirit. And you learn to trust that gut feeling. You learn to trust that spiritual gut punch that you get when some shit don't feel right. Yes, cousin, dusty energy. That shit is dusty. You don't want no dusty ass energy on you, I'm telling you. So, first things first, I need y'all to start removing people from your life. And I don't care who it is. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I got family members that I probably will never talk to again. I love them to death. But they hurt me so bad in the past and caused so much trauma. I will never talk to them again. And that shit is okay, y'all. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't let nobody tell you that you got to keep a relationship with a motherfucker that hurt you. You do not. I don't give a fuck who it is. Mama, daddy, brother, uncle, cousin, husband, boyfriend, sister. I don't give a fuck. Whoever the fuck it is. You come first. You come first. First and foremost. So, think about the people that you're surrounding yourself with. Make some of this shit easy on yourself and let them folks go. Let them the fuck go. It might hurt though. You know what I'm saying? That shit's real. It might hurt. Cousin, let that insecure shit go. You are the fucking bomb. I don't know what you insecure about. Y'all want to talk about that shit too? Insecurity, we all got some of that, right? Some imposter syndrome. So let's move to that since Raquel brought it up, because I don't think I have to tell y'all no more to cut folks off. Either you gonna do it or you don't. But I'm just telling you, some of y'all are gonna prolong your suffering because you didn't let people go when you should have, because you were holding on to them, trying to see the best in them. Everybody don't deserve grace. And I speak about grace and granting grace and giving grace a lot of times, but everybody don't deserve grace. Okay? So moving on, y'all. Insecurity. My cousin Raquel says she battles between feeling insecure and the tingle in her gut. So insecurity is in your head, y'all. It's not in your gut. That's not what you're going to feel. In your head, you're going to be thinking, I'm not good enough. In your head, you're going to be thinking there's somebody out there better than me. But your gut is never going to tell you that. Your gut is never going to give you a tingle to tell you some negative shit. Your gut is going to warn you against people, places, and things. That's exactly what it's going to do. But your brain will fuck you up. And so this insecurity thing, we all deal with it, right? Woo, Ebony said, insecurities, trust issues, and lack of confidence when you give your all and the love isn't reciprocated. Man, who you telling? I don't even want to get into that today. Yeah. When you give your all and the love ain't reciprocated, we're going to talk about that on Friday. Friday is love day. So, pin that shit on your calendar. I'm going to pin it on my calendar, because I don't want to get emotional talking about when the love ain't reciprocated. But we're going to talk about the insecurity, right? Because, and I got insecurities too. So I ain't going to sit up here and act like I don't have insecurities, because I'm sitting up here with a motherfucker waist trainer on so I can get rid of my gut. So insecurities are cool, right? But a lot of times we let the insecurities shape who we are and what we do and how we do business. We let the insecurities turn into fears and prevent us from doing stuff. So that's what I want to talk about today, right? But I also want to talk about some of the most beautiful women, bad bitches, bad bodies, right? Because as women, hold on, excuse me, guys. Yes, Takaya, you want water? I think you're sitting at the table with Joshua. He can get you some water. Sorry, guys. Okay, so back to the insecurity, y'all. The baddest bitches be insecure. Do y'all notice that? Cece, don't start that working out shit. I don't know if I'm gonna have time. No, I'll work out with you tonight. I was actually still doing taxes last night at when you were doing your class, and you didn't remind me, because I would have stopped. But no, I'll work out with you tonight. No, don't call her Carly, because she might come in here. But insecurities, y'all, like we all have insecurities, but we can't let these insecurities shape who we are, right? But we do need to look at the root of why the fuck do we have these insecurities, right? And a lot of times, this is the weird shit, right? The baddest bitches be the most insecure. And then my big beautiful ladies, they be so secure in their bodies. And you know what I'm saying? In how they look and who they are. Listen, what is the problem? You would think it would be the opposite, right? So, oh man, Carla said, my insecurities have held me back from putting my face on the cover. Y'all, let me just tell y'all something. I'm just gonna be real. Some of y'all might not like what I say, right? But I'm gonna just keep it real, because everybody has a fucking opinion. And mine is mine. So if I think a motherfucker look a certain type of way, then that's just my opinion. Everybody ain't fucking cute. I see some ugly ass people that go live, that have put their faces on book covers, that always taking pictures. I mean, some ugly ass people. And they think they look cute. And they might do look cute to other people, but they don't look cute to me. Everybody got an opinion. So it's going to be some people that don't like how you look. And it's going to be some people that love how you look. It's going to be some people that adore you. It's billions of people in this world. So when it comes to insecurities, why do we care about what a few people think about us, right? That shit don't change our bank account. That shit don't pay our bills. It don't give us no sales. None of that. And so, Carly, your book cover is with your face on it. People gonna be like, damn, she fine. Damn, she beautiful. Let me see what she's talking about. It's gonna be other people that don't even give a fuck about what you look like, but they want to see what you're talking about, or they relate with your story. So these insecurities be holding us back, because guess what, y'all? My insecurities be holding me back from going live. I'll never go live, and I definitely never go live like this. But this been pretty cool. Y'all been chopping it up with me, so I like that. I appreciate that. I got 10 people checking it out right now, seeing what we talking about. And just think that I've been talking about going live since before I moved into this house. Part of me moving into a bigger place and a better place was so that I could have space and I could have shit set up the way that I wanted it, because I felt like I needed my office space to be perfect for me to go live. I needed my office space to look a certain way for me to go live. And y'all, those of you that know me know that I haven't been taking care of myself. I've been focused on my kids and my businesses. And so that increased my insecurity because I wasn't keeping my hair done. I don't want nobody to see me like that. But the crazy thing about me not wanting nobody to see me like that on live is that I'll go outside in public and not give two fucks. I'm going to the store, Walmart, all of that, with how I look every day. And I don't care nothing about it. But I do not be wanting to go live. I do not be wanting to go live. And I know it's an insecurity thing. And in real life, I don't give a fuck about what people think. I really don't give a damn. So my insecurities are, they all here. It's all in me. But, yes, Carla, hairpins and all. Sometimes I'll even go down to the gas station and get me some blunts with my bonnet on. I gives no fucks. Okay? None at all. So the insecurities are all in here, right? Because in real life, hey, how you doing, Instagram? Because in real life, I don't care about what people think. I don't care about what people gonna say. Because a lot of them people that's gonna be talking shit don't live like I live. They bank account ain't hitting on shit. Why would I give a fuck about your opinion of me? I don't. And that's just real shit. We should all feel like that, right? And so I want y'all to start working on self-care, right? I know we're talking about insecurities, but I think we have these insecurities because we don't take care of ourselves properly. Yeah. Well, we have these insecurities because we don't take care of ourselves properly, right? I have not, I'll be honest with y'all. So I have a standing appointment now to get my hair done every 2 weeks. That used to be my life before I moved to Atlanta. When I moved to Atlanta, that was no longer my life. For a while, I couldn't afford it. These motherfuckers down here don't know how to do no hair. So, I had to find somebody. But as a mom and a business owner, I haven't been taking care of myself. Not my hair, not my skin, not myself, not my happiness. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times these insecurities come up because we just aren't taking care of ourselves. And we know that we haven't taken care of ourselves. And we don't want people to see that we haven't taken care of ourselves. Did I hit a nerve? Yeah. So self-care, y'all, that's really the key to this insecure thing. We don't want people to see that we haven't properly taken care of ourselves. And so I want y'all to, in 2021, like going forward, starting right now, I want y'all to forget about the past, right? Forgive it, forgive yourself, all of that. And I want you to plan a self-care night for yourself, y'all. Plan a self-care night. Do something. I've been in this house since I moved in right before my birthday. And I never took a bath in my bathtub. My baby take a bath in the bathtub every day. But I never took a bath in my bathtub just because it takes so fucking long for the bathtub to fill up. I gotta clean it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like it was a chore. But I had to change my mindset and make it a priority. I need to take a fucking spiritual bath. I need to wash some of these demons off me. I need to soak in some flowers and some herbs. And I need to take care of myself, y'all. And I manifested some shit that night, okay? When I sat down in that bathtub and I meditated and I focused on myself, I manifested some amazing opportunities and some fucking money, okay? So, when I tell y'all that self-care, I tell my women this all the time, but I don't tell my men this. And so, guys, if you so happen to be watched, I need you guys to take care of yourself. And yes, y'all, CC have been on me about taking a bath in my tub. And so, that's why friends are good for your life, okay? Because I probably wouldn't have taken the bath by now if it wasn't for CC. She tell me to take a bath in that tub all the time. She been telling me since I moved into this house. When the fuck are you gonna take a bath in this tub? I'd have been took a bath. What the fuck are you waiting on? And really, in other words, she was saying, what the fuck are you waiting on to take care of yourself? Even though she was saying take a bath. You know what I'm saying? She was really telling me, what are you waiting on to take care of yourself, girl? Take care of yourself, girl. I'm telling y'all now. My friend told me, so I'm telling y'all, take care of yourself, girl. When you take care of yourself properly, some of them insecurities gonna fall off. They're gonna go away. Now, did anybody else have anything you want to share? Y'all have any other questions? Because I want to talk about grief a little bit too before I go. Before I start work. Because I got to work. I can't just be sitting here talking to y'all all day. I don't know how people do that. It's already 11 o'clock. I got to go to the post office. So, insecurities start with self-care, y'all. And it's also a mindset thing. So, when you actively work on your mindset and changing your mindset, you're going to mysteriously see changes. Like, one day you're really going to wake up and you're going to be a different person. And I can honestly say that's the one thing that I love about where I am right now. The people that know me in real life, they call me and tell me that they can see, even though they ain't seen me in person, they can see the changes in me. They can see the light. They can see my glow. And real talk, I focused on small things. Self-care, meditation, myself. But the number one thing that I focused on when I was healing was me. Me. It's time to be selfish, y'all. You have to focus on you, especially if you have children, ladies. If y'all got kids, I know we put them kids first all the fucking time. But I need you to take a weekend and focus on you. Just you. And say, fuck them kids. I say that shit all the time. My kids know I love them to death. My kids know I have sacrificed my whole entire life for them. So I can afford to say fuck them kids for a weekend. And take care of me. Because we can't pour from an empty cup. We can't give to them and be our best selves for them if we don't take care of ourselves. If we miserable, if we unhappy, if we're insecure, if we're sad, if we're not balanced, how can we give 100% to our kids? We can't. I have a question from Instagram, y'all. She said, while working on yourself, did you find yourself beating yourself up about taking care of everyone but you? Absolutely. And I'm going to answer this question this way because I just want y'all to know that I really have not taken care of myself. And so what y'all see on social media, it might look like it. But when I had my first son when I was 15, y'all, I might get a little teary-eyed, but just because I've come a long way. And I'm very proud of where I've come from and what I've learned and what I've healed. And so at 15, I had a kid and my mom told me my life was over. Basically, you ain't got no life no more. You got a kid. Your whole world revolves around this kid. And after having that kid, nobody ever told me that that wasn't right. It wasn't proper. That I was supposed to take care of myself. But I kept having kids. And I still never took care of myself. So it's been a really, really long time coming, y'all. I started taking care of myself after I had my last baby. Like, properly. I got 4 biological kids between the ages of 23 and 3. And so for 20 years, I did not take care of myself. And I did. I beat myself up for not taking care of myself and not figuring it out earlier. And I was also mad at my mom because you taught me the wrong shit. But then I had to heal all of that, right? And I had to do some shadow work. And I haven't talked about shadow work in a while. So I'm going to come up with some topics. And I'm just going to come on here and talk to you guys because it seems to be helping some people. But shadow work is when you work on yourself. But you work on those parts of yourselves that you try to hide from the world, or you even try to hide from yourself. And so what happens is your shadow self will cause chaos if you try to ignore it. Your shadow self will destroy your life if you don't address it and heal it and deal with it and accept it, right? And just a really quick way to identify your shadow self, right? Let's say somebody's talking, or you hear somebody talking, or you see somebody, and there's a characteristic in that person that you turn your nose up at, or that you feel like you don't like, right? You probably possess that characteristic that you turn your nose up at. It's probably a part of your shadow. And so, in dealing with my shadow self and working on my healing, I had to forgive myself for not seeking the knowledge for myself, right? I also had to forgive myself for not taking care of myself. I had to forgive myself for being in survivor mode, because that's not a natural state. And then I just had it to go wholeheartedly and focusing on me and my healing, right? Because at one point, Spirit said to me, enough healing, right? Because I'm like, oh, I got all this shit I need to heal. I got all this trauma, all these things that I went through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just focused on healing all the time. And there came a point in time when Spirit said, enough healing and enough cleansing the negative energy away. I was focusing too much on the bad shit, y'all. I was focusing so much on the bad shit that I didn't realize I had manifested a whole new life for myself. That my body had completely changed. It was crazy. And so I want you guys to go internally to focus on healing. And I'm gonna do another session about that, about the internal healing, because the shit is painful, y'all. It hurt. One time I had an episode so bad when I was healing that I had to go check into a hotel room, just do some screaming and hollering and crying. And I could not fucking breathe through my nose for 2 days. It was that bad. But I needed to purge a lot of that energy. And a lot of us don't. We don't purge the negative energy and the trauma and shit from our bodies. And so that was what I did in that moment. I purged. Yes. Thank you so much. And you are strong too. And look, DM me anytime. I'm going to send you my phone number so we can chop it up, okay? But y'all, it can be scary sometimes when you're healing. Hey, Gwen, I'm so glad you hopped in here, because I just kind of went off on a tangent talking about healing and self-care. But the next thing that I was going to talk about was grief. So I'm glad that you popped in and joined us. But healing is hard, y'all. It hurt too. Because sometimes memories come flooding back and you're forced to remember some of the traumatic events. But you're supposed to deal with them and release them in that moment. And so I'm telling y'all this because nobody ever told me that when shit come flooding back, we supposed to deal with them and release them. That's how we heal. And that's how we move on with our life. Because I've had some repressed memories come back out of no fucking where and knock me down, okay? And if you don't know what repressed memories are, if you never experienced that shit, it's when you probably prayed to God to forget some shit. And then you actually forgot it. But something triggers those memories to come back. And so that's what a repressed memory is, basically, in layman's terms. But sometimes, we don't want that shit to come back. We don't want those memories to come back. But sometimes they do. Sometimes they're triggered. And so in that moment, we need to deal with them and heal them. And so I'm telling y'all this because if y'all don't know that that's what y'all supposed to do, how can you ever do it, right? How can you heal if you don't know that's how you heal? That's what you're supposed to do. And so going forward, I want y'all to make sure that if you have some repressed memories come up or some trauma that come out of nowhere or something happens to you that triggers a memory of some trauma, take that moment and deal with that shit. Deal with what happened to you. Because, a lot of shit that happened to us when we were younger, y'all, some of that shit, I don't want to say it's our fault, but we put ourselves in situations where shit happened to us. I know I have. And I had to forgive myself for putting myself in a situation that had some bad consequences. You know what I'm saying? So it's not so much of us doing it to ourselves, or you know what I'm saying, we deserve the consequences, but sometimes we just make bad choices. And so we have to forgive ourselves for the bad choices that we made. It's okay. And I'm gonna tell y'all too, one time I had a meditation moment, and I was working on healing my inner child. And a lot of times we think back and we're like, I don't know what I need to heal. It's okay. Spirit know what you need to heal. You just focus on the healing and ask God for the healing, because Spirit know what you need to heal. It's going to come to you. The longer you sit there and be quiet, that vision, that memory, it's going to pop in your head. You're going to know exactly what you need to heal. And it might take 10 minutes. It might take 30 minutes. It might take an hour. Everybody is different. Everybody's level of being tapped into spirit is different. But when you do it and you heal it, it's freeing, y'all. I can't even explain the peace. Y'all, my service providers are all into spirituality and crystals and things like that. And I was talking to my beautician yesterday, and she was telling me how she took my advice and let something go, and the peace that she experienced it. I was like, girl, you can't even explain it. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying, say high five to the girl that understands. A peace that surpasses all understanding. Y'all, when the old people say that, they meant that shit. And I promise you, it took me 38 years to find it. 38 years to find it. A peace that surpasses all understanding. That's where I'm at in my life right now. Even though shit is not perfect, shit is still bad. Family members dying, people doing weird shit. Folks weird as fuck right now, y'all. I'm telling you. Some of the people closest to you probably weird as fuck right now. But I got a peace that surpasses all understanding. I am not letting that shit fuck with me or ruin my year. Okay? So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Self-care is so important. And if you need help, right, that's what I'm here for. The Reiki Master, I can help you with your healing. I can help you with your shadow work. I don't even have to talk to you. I don't have to give you a reading. I could just give you some of this energy. And Spirit and God is going to do the rest. And I ain't even going to be able to tell you what happened, but you're going to be able to tell me. So, remember, y'all, self-care. And don't forget, guys, Jasmine don't know I'm live. She interrupted. Don't forget, guys, Friday we're going to talk about love. Friday is Venus Day. So we are going to talk about love. We're going to talk about reciprocity. We're going to talk about these fuck niggas and all of that. Because my job is to help y'all heal. My job is not to say, stay with your dude or accept that bullshit. My job is to empower you to find your peace and your happiness. And sometimes these niggers steal that shit from us. Not niggers, but niggas. I had a hiccup, but them niggas steal our peace. We got to let their ass go. Can't live with them, can't live without them, right? So Friday, we are talking about love, reciprocity, and self-care again. It's going to be a part of Friday. Friday is the love day. But we're not going to spend all day talking about that. We're going to actually move into self-care. I'm going to give y'all some Reiki on Friday. We're going to do some other stuff because I want y'all to actually start practicing self-care and practicing loving on yourself. And I want y'all to see how that shit will change your life in the next 30 days, okay? Yes. Sister, I got you. I got you on the energy. My sister said, give me some energy. And then she said, them niggas definitely steal your energy. Will rob you blind, okay? And a lot of times these men be miserable. Don't let me get started, y'all. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that because I'm going to get started. All right. So, I want to talk to you guys about grief. And I want to talk to you about grief because we take death so hard. But I don't. And I know a lot of times people look at me and wonder why. But I have been experiencing death since I was a little kid. And because I grew up in Chicago, right? A lot of people that follow me on Instagram don't know I'm from Chicago. And I live in Atlanta now. Every single person that's on my live right now, if you're from Chicago, you need therapy. I'm just going to keep it 100. Nothing about growing up in Chicago, nothing about living on that west side is normal life, y'all. We did not grow up living a normal life. We grew up amidst a lot of fucking trauma. We all need therapy. I don't give a fuck if you got out. I don't give a fuck if you still there. I don't give a fuck if you super fucking rich and think you made it. If you have not gotten therapy, you need to go. So that's first things first. A lot of us deal with a lot of grief and trauma on a regular basis. A lot of us done been through some crazy shit. A lot of crazy shit too. So I've been grieving and dealing with grief and learning how to deal with grief. Girl, cry. Let it go. Y'all, if y'all need to cry, I need y'all to cry. Tears are cleansing. Ain't nothing wrong with crying. It's a beautiful thing. When you cry, make sure in your mind that you are thinking, as I release these tears, I release this pain. As I release these tears, I release this pain. I release this negative energy. I release this trauma, all of that. Let it go. Cuddy, I can't wait till you move too. Yep. My sister said tears are very therapeutic. I got some psychiatrists on here too, y'all. If y'all don't trust my gifts, I got some people that got some degrees. We all work together to heal the people. Tears are very therapeutic. And that's why, usually when I get on live and talk, that's probably the other reason why I don't be wanting to get on live. I be on here crying and shit. I don't be wanting y'all to see me crying and starting and shit. But, y'all, especially with grief, tears are therapeutic. A lot of times people be like, oh, I'm tired of crying. Cry. Cry. I want y'all to cry. It's okay. But I want there to be a strategy behind your cry. And I know it's the entrepreneur in me. I want it to be a strategy behind everything that you do, y'all. Self-care, crying, healing, everything. That's my problem. I hold it in. I don't want to cry in front of people. I don't even care no more. I don't even care no more. I done cried in public, on live, in front of strangers. I don't care no more. It is what it is. Y'all gonna get this good ugly cry, okay? Ebony said, I feel like I'm at a standstill, but I also know that I'm way better than I have been. Eb, you definitely are not at a standstill. You are way better than you have been. And I can say that as your cousin, as your friend, and I ain't even up there in Chicago, but I see you. Gwen said, when I cry, it feels like my throat chakra is blocked. It might be, Gwen. Need some Reiki? Gwen, oh my God. Listen, okay, so it's still a surprise. I have a surprise for you, Gwen. And it's so crazy that you said that. I made this candle. And I made it for you. And I was gonna send it to you when I got the crystal that you asked me for. But I was gonna make the regular Ancestor candle for you. But I didn't. I used a different fragrance. And I actually used blue stones. I'm gonna get it so you can see it, but I'm gonna send it to you after I finish it. Thank you. Hold on, y'all. So y'all, let me tell y'all how spirit work, right? Y'all think magic ain't real? Let me show y'all right now. So I have a product called an Ancestor Candle. And the Ancestor Candle is basically my clear away candle, right? So it's the sage and lemongrass candle. And so all of the Ancestors candles are the same, but you can get them customized with your ancestor's name, or it can say for ancestors known or unknown, right? So Gwen is one of my customers, but she's also friends with my friends, and her father just passed. And so I've been watching her grieving her dad, y'all. And every time she posts something, I be wanting to cry because I think about my dad. They look alike, kind of old light-skinned men, and they probably knew each other because we lived on Lexington. But my dad's been gone since I've been in Atlanta. I moved after he passed. But anyway, I made you a candle, Gwen. And girl, this is actually the blessed candle that I made for you. And you said you feel like your throat chakra is blocked. Well, guess what color stones you got? Y'all, spirit don't make no mistakes. Old school for real. Spirit don't make no mistakes. This candle is to help you connect, Gwen. I have to decorate it, so I haven't decorated it yet. But I'm gonna put your dad's name on it for you. And you can burn it whenever you want. And you can connect. And you can use it to open your throat chakra because somebody gave me a message for you. That's what you needed. Actually, I'm going to send it to today, Gwen. I can finish it up today. I'm going to the post office, so I'm going to send it to you today. I'm not going to wait till I get your other stuff. I'm going to just send it to you separate. But I just wanted to share that with y'all because, man, that was just, I don't want to say it's crazy, but just like Gwen said, when I cry, it feels like my throat chakra is blocked. And I was already on top of it. This is my life, y'all. This is my life. And that's what I do for people. Not just my customers. I just send gifts because that's what I do. So, back to the grief, y'all. I digressed a little bit, but it was for a good reason. I love you, Gwen. It's going to be all right. You're welcome. Grief, y'all. Death is a part of our cycle. A lot of times when people hear me talking, right, I be like, man, we got to take care of these bag of bones we got. Because this human body is not who we are. We just take over this body when we're here on earth. And so when death comes, we're still here. That body just ain't no good no more. Real talk, that's what it is. We're on earth this lifetime. These particular bodies don't last forever. We don't take good care of them. If we want to stay here longer, we have to take good care of them. And so our generation, we just really learning to take better care of these human bodies that we inhabit. And, you know, our parents didn't take such good care of their bodies. Eating habits are bad, all of that. But for me, I grew up in the hood. So I've been seeing death my whole life. It's always been a part of my life. And I had to learn that God picks his flowers when they've reached perfection. We don't know what that perfection is, but it was perfect for him to want to add them to his garden. But what I learned in really getting more into my spirituality, right? Because everybody think, where did you get this from? Where did this come from? My family from Louisiana. Where the fuck you think I got it from? I was born on Halloween. Where you think I got it from? I was born in this shit. This is who I am. It's me. Ain't no more pretending. Ain't no more feeling some type of way about people calling me a witch. I've been called a witch my whole life. I don't give a fuck about nobody calling me a witch. I'm a Reiki master. I'm a healer. I'm even a witch if that's what you want to call me. But keep in mind, your government's a fucking witch too. Because all these crystals and shit, they got a big one in Washington, D.C., the Washington Monument. It's the biggest crystal in the world. Did y'all know that? So, in learning more about spirituality and grief, I learned that our spirits inhabit these bodies, but our ancestors are always with us. And I kind of always knew that, right? Because spirits have always been around me. My kids see ghosts on a regular basis. They always have ever since they was little. It used to scare me a little bit, but I've always known there was, you know, something else. Other beings. I know people that have actually had alien encounters. And so my whole entire life, I've experienced metaphysical stuff. Even when I couldn't talk to people or talk about people, my whole entire life, I have experienced happenings with the metaphysical and alien life forms. I have performed magic even when I didn't know I was magical. I have hated people to their death. And so that's why I manage my energy. I manage my energy because as a young person, I have hated people to their death. And so what I learned about grief and what I learned about death was that when the people closest to us leave their earthly bodies, they don't leave us. Our ancestors are in our bloodline. And because their blood runs through us, we always, always, always have a connection to them. We can always, always, always call on them simply because their blood runs through us. That DNA connection is what tethers us to the spirit world, to the ether, to the universe. And so, Gwen, you have a new ancestor. My friends, all of you guys that have experienced death recently, you guys have a new ancestor in your life. And so, if you guys don't have ancestor altars, I want y'all to start one. It don't have to be nothing fancy schmancy. It don't even have to be a big table. It could just be space on the table in the corner. And so if you don't have an ancestor altar and you never had an ancestor altar, those ancestors that you were closer to, grandparents, parents, if you want to use aunts and uncles, you can. I have one aunt on my ancestor altar, and that's because she took care of us like we were her kids, even though she didn't have any. We were very close, and she took care of my kids like they were her kids. But other than that, I don't have aunts and uncles on my ancestor altar. But and I have several altars, so I'm gonna show y'all my altar from my brother. And my brother's on this altar by himself because it's in my office. He is my warrior spirit and my get money spirit. Yes, Gwen. That's why I made this candle for you, because I wanted you to do that. So you need some pictures. Don't use obituaries. Use pictures for your altar in your candle. That's your first start. That's all you need, for real, y'all. Pictures and a candle. White candle, as a matter of fact. That's all you need to start your altar. And altars grow. So everybody be like, oh, I don't have all this stuff for your altar. Your altar is supposed to start somewhere, and it is supposed to grow, because you are supposed to give your ancestors offerings and gifts. And so let me show Instagram first. So this is my ancestor altar for my brother. I use tea light candles. I light them every day. I have my money oil up there for him to bless it. He like Crown Royal, his picture. That was one of the only gifts that he ever gave me, was that necklace. And so I put it up there because it's not something that we wear these days. I got a whole $100 bill, a gold $100 bill, and some crystal curios. And check this out. I'm going to tell y'all about this in a second. And so let me pick up. So Toy, you switched to Instagram, huh? So I'm going to show Facebook this altar just so y'all can see it. This is the same altar, y'all, but I just took this off the altar, right? It was just up here. I want to tell y'all a story about this in a second, because I told y'all I always experience metaphysical stuff. And so the challenge, y'all could use a wine glass, but we put water up on the altar because they actually use the water in the spirit world, okay? And then incense. And I actually normally have other stuff up here, but I've been moving the altars and shit. So that's one of my altars. That's the altar for my brother. So let me tell y'all about this altar and why he up here by himself. Okay, Raquel, I'm gonna send you the link for the gimbal. Give me a minute. So the altar, right? I never had an ancestor altar until a couple of years ago. In the last house that I was in, I created an ancestor altar. And so my ancestor altar started with just my brother and my dad. Y'all, my brother's petty as fuck. He knocked all that shit over. Hey, Amir. Welcome, boo. Check me out. Check me out. Yes. If you put your pictures up already, get a wine glass, add some water to it. And when you notice bubbles in the water, you know that your ancestors have connected and actually have used the water that you've placed out for them. So yes, add water. Put some fruit up there too. I ain't got to that part yet. So the ancestor altar, guys. This is how I want y'all to deal with your grief, right? Because I can't tell you exactly how to grieve, but I can kind of help y'all through it. And I can help y'all to connect to your ancestors to help you through it, if that makes sense, right? Because nobody can tell you how to grieve. Nobody can tell you when or how to cry. Nobody can tell you how to feel, right? But in talking about grief, if we have a different understanding of death in the afterlife, I think it helps us to deal with the fact that their presence is no longer with us, right? And so that's my message when it comes to grief, is how we deal with it and how we process it up here. So the ancestor altar, I've connected with my brother ever since he passed. My son also connected with my brother when he passed. He actually told my son what happened, and my son told it to me. Now, when my brother passed, I was 18 years old. No, I was 17 years old. I actually had just turned 17. I was a senior in high school. I just turned 17. And he was actually murdered on the route that I take to school. The route that I took to school every day. I took the Jackson bus to Halsted and Halsted to near North. My brother was killed on Halsted in one of our favorite Greek restaurants. And if I would have took the bus to school that particular day, I would have saw my brother's body in the middle of the street because they left him out there a long time. So that incident almost killed me, y'all. I wanted to kill myself after my brother died. So he saved me. He came to me and he saved me. But he also came to my son. And so those experiences with the metaphysical have shaped who I am today. And so my brother used to come and visit me in my dreams all the time and talk to me in order to get me through the grief that I was dealing with. I hadn't even planned on sharing that, y'all. That's how spirit work. That wasn't even part of what I wanted to share with y'all, but spirit gives y'all whatever message y'all need to get. Hey, Josh, bring me some tissue. So my brother saved me from myself. But he also helped me to tap into something that I wasn't aware of, that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I always knew that there were spirits around. Josh didn't hear me, got his headphones on. Solani! Go get me some tissue, please. I just kind of forgot what I was saying. But the experiences saved me from wanting to kill myself because I knew that he was still present with me. You know what I'm saying? I knew that he was still there. I knew that his spirit was still alive. So I felt like, he was in heaven or something, but he was okay. You know what I'm saying? And when my dad passed, he let me know that he was okay too. And so I know that when our people leave here, they're okay. They're okay. They might even be in a more happier state, y'all. And so they want us to go on with our lives, and they want us to keep living, but they also want to help us. And so now when my elders transition, I get happy. It's a different type of experience for me. A lot of times they're suffering, y'all, and we holding on to them and trying to keep them here, and they really suffering. They hurting. And they holding on and they staying here because they want us to be happy. Or they know we not going to be able to process the grief, or we not going to be able to handle the death. That's a lot of times that's why our elders stay here. And they be miserable as fuck. Miserable as fuck. And I always wondered why the elders started telling me their plans or telling me how they felt. Because I don't want to talk about death. I don't think you died, so I don't want to talk about death. But they knew that I would relay their message. Or they knew that I would honor their wishes, whatever they may be. Even if they, you know what I'm saying? If it don't sound right to us or it's not what I want. The elders always know I'm going to do what's right. And so I share this message because a lot of times we are selfish and we want to hold on to our grandparents and our parents, and they be suffering. They be hurting. They don't want to be here. But we don't want to let them go. And so we make our grieving process a little bit harder sometimes, holding on to that human life form. Not realizing that when that human body is gone, they are still here. And we can still talk to them. And we can still hear them too. My cousin Jazz said, my granny said, bye, y'all. Yeah. Bring me some tissue. Y'all in there arguing. Ain't nobody bring me no tissue to blow my nose. Damn teenagers. Anyway, y'all. So, y'all, coming to grips with grief and death is hard. I know it is. And y'all may think that it's just easy for me to sit up here and tell y'all to cry and release. And that everything is going to be okay. And it's easy for me right now to tell y'all that. But I couldn't do it 20 years ago. I probably couldn't have did it 5 years ago. Even though I was still dealing with death and grief in a similar fashion, I probably couldn't have delivered this message to y'all this way. So Jazz said her grandma, she throw you a lifesaver at least 3 times a year, save your life, right? Gwen said, I was born with a gift. I always see and feel things and see spirit. But now that I lost people, it's hard to connect. So Gwen, it's hard to connect because you can't see through your grief. And say hey. Y'all have to excuse her hair. It's gonna be hair day for her. But so Gwen, I understand you feel like it's hard to connect because you can't see through your grief. So I want you to actually just focus on the connection and focus on connecting, especially when you get your candle, right? I'm gonna infuse it with Reiki, but I want to give you Reiki too, because I want to help. I want some of that energy to kind of push out those blockages that you're experiencing. Because I want you to tap into your gift. Gwen is an empath, but she definitely has gifts. And the more we tap into them, the better they get. We have to practice with them. Just like we tell the kids to practice their sports, we got to practice with our gifts in order for them to grow and in order for them to get better. And so, guys, if y'all have gifts and y'all afraid of them, because I got some friends that's scared of their gifts. And sometimes it be rightfully so. Sometimes it's too much. I understand that. But if you got gifts that you want to grow, you have to tap into them. You have to practice with them, guys. So anyway, in order to see through your grief, we have to see death in another light. Mel said, hey, Kai. Melanie. Hey, Mel. We'll let you call Mel in a minute when we're finished. And so, y'all, we have to see grief in another way. We have to see not grief, but we have to see death as ascension for our ancestors. They're getting a chance to experience the spirit world. And like I said, they can help us. They can help our entire family. I have another altar with my grandparents on it, y'all. And when I work my altar with my grandparents, I'm about to put you out. When I work my altar with my grandparents, I work it for my entire family. I don't just work it for me. I work it for our bloodline. Because I share blood with my cousins, and I got some little cousins that need to be covered and protected. And so if they parents not going to do it, I got to do it, right? So the ancestors take care of all of us. I promise you they do. When we give them offerings like that water that I put, they show appreciation with bubbles. They show that they've interacted with bubbles. But if you create an altar, I promise you, in a couple of weeks, and you tend to that altar, that's like your sacrifice, tending to the altar. Lighting a candle, switching out the water every day, talking to your ancestors. If you show them that care and that consistency, they are going to look out for you and take care of you. Gwen, it's going to get better. Daddy going to take care of you. I promise your dad's going to take care of you. He's going to take care of you. But that's our sacrifice. Tending to the altar every day. It don't take a lot of time, y'all. It don't take a lot of effort, too. I have a prayer that I say every day when I light my candles and my incense on my altar. I actually work with the incense too. I actually write out my intentions and my goals with my incense. You can see it in the smoke. That helps you to manifest it. And as you tend to your altar, like I said, the ancestors will communicate back with you. They will send you messages. They will talk to you. They will come to you in your dreams. They will help you to reach your goals. They will move obstacles out of your way. Okay? And so I mentioned to y'all earlier that my brother is my warrior spirit. I have him on in my office because he helps me get to the money. He was a doughboy. He helped me get to the money, and he protects me from these people with this dusty ass energy. And so my grandparents, I don't typically go to their altar and ask them for anything but guidance and protection. That's what I need from them. Guidance and protection. Guide me. Send me some opportunities. Protect me from these folks with this dusty ass energy and these energy vampires. Because it's people that just want to suck your energy dry. Y'all would not imagine how many people call me on a daily basis to tell me I just need some of your energy. Sometimes they friends, sometimes they not. And it wasn't until people saw what I was doing and saw what I was manifesting and saw how I changed, and they started calling and needing some of my energy. You can't have it. I definitely am conscious of who I share my energy with and who I let into my space and all of that. Okay, do you want to go play or something? But I need to talk about this. So, going back to grief, I cannot tell you guys how to grieve, but I can tell you how to interact with the spirits and the ancestors. I can tell you how to tap in, and I can tell you what to do so that they can help you in this world. Thank you. She said, what a cute babe. Say thank you. Thank you. And so I don't want y'all to be scared of ghosts. I don't want y'all to be scared of spirits. I know like people are, but don't. It's our family members. And if it's people or spirits or something in your house that you don't want there, that's what the sage is for. Clear it out. Open the windows. Clean up. You don't even have to use sage. Clean up your house. Open the windows. Spirituality is all about your intention, y'all. It ain't about nothing external. It's all about what's in here. So when you clean up your house and you open the windows, you don't have to use the tools that I sell or the tools that we use. It just makes our magic better. But the magic really is inside of you. And so I know that, a lot of us are going through it. A lot of us are grieving. And so I want you to start processing your grief and work with your grief by talking to your ancestors and talking to spirit. Create an ancestor altar. Pictures of your ancestors and a white candle is all you need to start. Light that candle every day and say a prayer. What are your intentions? Do you want to connect with the ancestors, or do you want them to guide and protect you? Or do you just want to know that they are okay? Whatever you need that's going to help you to process that grief. That's what you talk to them about. Y'all just don't know. When I'm in here by myself, I be having whole conversations with my brother. And baby, when he mad, he will knock the whole entire altar over. Okay? If I don't do something he tell me to do, or I do the opposite, my brother will knock all this shit over. He is the epitome of that. And don't nobody even be in here and shit go flying across the room. So when I tell y'all shit be happening, shit be happening. Did you say Elsa? You know what? So yeah, shit be happening. So y'all, I done been on here an hour and 18 minutes. That's crazy. I guess that's what happened when you go live. I'm finna put you out because you're not finna be playing with my panther. So before I go, I said I was gonna tell y'all about this. A lot of people have left already. So this is one of my offerings to my brother. And if y'all on here and y'all know my brother, he actually had this tattoo on his arm. It is a Black Panther. And a Black Panther is actually also a jaguar. It's the same cat in a different part of the world with a color variation, okay? And so, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to do it more often, too. Getting rid of these insecurities that we talked about earlier. So, y'all, I was in a store one day after I had created my altar. I was in a crystal store, as a matter of fact. And I'm just in there doing my thing, always in the crystal store. And this lady stopped me, and she was like, she had a jaguar head, just the head of the jaguar in her hand. And she turned around, and she was like, do you have an altar? And I was like, yeah. She was like, somebody is telling me to tell you to buy one of these and put it on their altar. And I was like, for really? She was like, but not like this. She was like, not the head. They want you to get the whole thing. So I was like, okay. So I left the store and I came back and I thought about the shit. And I looked up the jaguar. And it told me that the Black Panther and the Jaguar was the same animal. And I was like, ain't this about a bitch? That was my brother. Dad told her to tell me to buy that. Because she didn't know about the tattoo. She didn't know that, you know, he got Native American blood running through him. She didn't know. But Spirit gave her a message. And it resonated with me because I was in tune. Now, if I wasn't tapped in, or I wasn't in tune, or I wasn't the person that I was, I probably never would have made the connection of the message that she was trying to give me. So sometimes strangers give y'all a message, because that lady just turned around out of fucking nowhere. And she was like, somebody telling me to tell you to buy one of these and put that on your altar. I came right home and went to Amazon and found this thing and put it on my altar. And he don't never knock this shit over. I'm telling y'all right now. Okay, go. I'm done. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I had no plans on being on here an hour and a half. I got shit to do. I got to work. I was going to leave the live up while I'm working, but I'm not. I'm going to close it out, guys. Gwen, you are very welcome. Yeah, my brother was talking to her. I be having some freaky experiences, but I've grown used to them now. Gwen, I'm sure your dad is okay. But I'm going to send your candle today. And I'm sure that soon and very soon he will tap in and talk to you. So, y'all, if y'all have any questions, y'all can always DM me. Send me a message. Reach out to me. Send me an email. Reiki is open. My calendar is open for Reiki. I'm going to clean it up later today, though. And you guys can book Reiki. I have 15-minute chakra sessions on there. What time y'all want to do? Is this a good time? I had quite a few people on. I can do like 10:30, 11 o'clock. What time y'all think is a good time? Let me know. We could do lunchtime. We could do nighttime on Friday. It don't matter. I'm quarantining, y'all. So whatever works for you guys. I'm going to go live both on Facebook and Instagram again. Let's see. Jazz said, one day I was so sad about my granny. Not even 3 minutes later, a lady walks up to me smelling like white diamonds. Oh, yeah. Granny was saying, don't worry. This time is perfect. Okay, cool. I think this time is good, too. All right, y'all. So let's say 11 o'clock on Friday. We're going to talk about love. We're going to talk about reciprocity. We're going to talk about self-care some more. But Friday is love day, so that's what we're going to talk about. Yes, share it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, cool. Gwen said she open to whatever. So, and actually I'll post something to remind y'all that I'm going to go live so that we can chop it up. But y'all, take care of y'allself. I love you guys. I want everybody to heal. Like, I didn't know what it meant to heal. And so when I healed, I just wanted to share the healing with everybody. You need to heal. You need to heal. You need to heal. I'm like a crackhead. I'm telling you, when you heal and when you process grief differently, that peace is something nobody can steal from you. Nobody at all. Gwen said whenever she get in her car, sometimes she smell her grandma. Yep. They be there. And y'all, I can't even think of the word right now. But when y'all smell people, do y'all know that's a clairsense? Our clairsenses. So, you know, people be like clairaudience. That's claircognizance, the sense of knowing. That's what I have, right? So everybody be like, you think you so smart. You think you know everything. No, I have a fucking gift. And sometimes I don't know why I know this shit. It is what it is. Don't get mad at me. I'm smart than a motherfucker. And the spirits speak to me. Sometimes they actually... If I'm reading something or I'm talking to people, they will actually tell me the fucking answer. I'll hear that shit or I will see it. Claircognizant. So we all have those gifts. So those of you that are saying that you smell your ancestors when they're around, that is a clear gift. I'm going to look it up. Yes, you need to heal. Exactly. That's me. Hey, I'm talking. So yeah, I want you guys to take care of each other. And take care of yourself. You know, we got to look out for each other. Like, I have made it my business, and I have not done this in so long, but I be randomly calling my friends and texting them all the time. All the time. Like yesterday, I called to check on my friend, mom, that's in Texas. Like, you know, how y'all mom doing? they got lights yet, yada, yada, yada. She was like, nope, they still without lights, been without lights since yesterday. She texted her mom texted her 2 minutes later and said the lights came back on. God don't play about me. Yes, I am going to take better care of myself. I was telling them earlier before you came on that I really haven't taken care of myself in about 20 years. So it is time to take care of ourselves and take care of each other. And I'm going to be y'all. Can you get off me? I'm going to be y'all accountability partner and y'all self-care. Did you meditate? Did you do some yoga? Did you love on yourself? Did you take a bath? Did you get your hair done? Did you go get your nails done? I'm talking to myself too. Did you sit in the car for 30 minutes before you went in the house to deal with them kids? That shit is self-care. All of it. Yep. So, y'all don't be scared of your gifts. Don't be scared of the spirits. And take care of yourself, y'all. I love you guys. Heal. And reach out to me if you need me. Y'all have a good day.